so welcome to this new video. Here are both of my guitars with the blocks held on and attached to the sides. So you can see that right now it's got the shape of the guitar, the shape of the body is done. The blocks on both guitars are finished, glued to the sides. It did go well, but I had a few problems down the road. Actually, the first thing that I had as a problem, making the blocks was the easy part. The first thing I want to show you is that, and you probably saw that on the video, is that I replaced the clamps that I had on the molds, because when I started to position correctly the sides in the molds for gluing, I noticed that the first thing that I had is that the dowel that I had here to help align the molds was a little too snug, and gluing it in place, it was actually a little too thick, and it prevented the molds from being at the right place. So I had to sand down those dowels a little bit, and I also replaced the clamp, like I said, with those little C clamps, because the little clamps that I had, I don't know where I put those, were a little too flimsy and not strong enough to hold the mold, because when you put the spreaders in those, the spreaders actually forces to spread the mold, so it forces against those clamps. So those clamps have to be pretty strong. So I just I cut the mold here to accommodate for the C clamp here. So, and those are a lot stronger than the little clamps were. So I had to do that, and then I had to do the blocks. The blocks was fairly easy. I had to sand one to accommodate the cutaway here. This was a little tricky to get the right curve. And then the other thing that happened to me is that I actually had a lot of trouble with my sides. Those thin sides are actually a lot less strong than they look. It's really flimsy, and it cracks very easily. So I had a little mishap here. I don't know if you can see that, but this side cracked right about here along this line, and fortunately for me, it cracked over the line that I need. I did double check that with this little template here. This template is supposed to actually have the exact side of the contour of the body. So as you can see, I'm just above the line here. So I won't touch that one until the radiusing on the dish. So hopefully it's gonna be okay, because as you can see, you probably can see it a lot better than this other one. The guitar that I'm building, according to my plans, the body is, as you can see, this block is a lot taller than this one. It's actually about an inch taller. So the whole body of the guitar is tapering like that toward the front of the guitar, toward the neck. So, and after that, this is actually the back. This is going to be the front side, the top side of the guitar. This top is going to be flat in my case. Some people radius, actually many luthiers radius the top too, but I'm not going to be radiusing my top. My tops are going to be flat, and the back is going to be 15-foot radius. And in addition to the radius, my actual body will be tapering toward the side. I don't know if you can. I actually made those little kind of ramps here, and you can see that it's going to go like that. So the idea with the ramps is that this is what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be putting the bodies back into the mold, and I'm going to use those little templates or guide on each side, and use some kind of a sanding beam that's gonna glide across those rails like that to make the right curve on the back of the body. So this is gonna be the curve on this side. This is actually only back to front. And once that is going to be done, I'm going to be using a sanding dish to actually make the curve on all the back. So this is going to be my next step. Actually, it's going to be pretty I think it's going to be a hard step. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm ready for that. So, and the same applies to this guitar here. The only exception is the cutaway, but I'm going to be using a flat top for this side, and I'm going to be using the same technique, hopefully, to get the curve on the back of the body, and then the radius dish to radius the whole thing. So let's see how it goes. So before finishing, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified when I post a new video.